It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should... Katie Taylor, perhaps the great... One of the hottest tickets. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. A left jab is landing at will. Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab and doesn't score. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Nice counter shot. Landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. She wasn't ready for that counter. Straight right, just misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Cameron in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game. There's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice counter shot. Her stamina is off the charts. Good counter punch. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. One punch could change everything in this battle. Jab misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Cameron in that last round. Well, this fight is not going to plan for her. She's starting to make mistakes. And there's the bell for round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
shot by her. That jab gets blocked. Punch, counter punch. The perfect counter lands. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. Well done with that counter shot. They exchange punches. Catch and shoot. She got clipped by that counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Cameron in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables. And there's the bell for round 4. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter shot lands. Oh, and what a heavy shot that was, and Cameron in real trouble here.
Oh,
and Chantel Cameron is down.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Well, she's got the advantage halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Ooh, Chantel Cameron just got rocked.
What a shot! What? Oh my goodness! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. You saw...
concentration, off focus, center. You bet on this. I've seen so much more from you. You've worked so hard to get back up there, focus, and you...
Well, King. All the talking. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That one lands. Nice straight. That counter punch caught him clean. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Swing and a miss with the hook. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. They block the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Loma in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Lomachenko is buzzed.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Can't find a home for that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell sometimes...
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. It's all offense all the time. That hook just can't find the target. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think right.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Fantastic punch. Lomachenko in trouble.
Does he know he's hurting? Look at him. That back foot went. It's completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Chad does not score. There's a counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Counter punching. And he scores with the counter. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Perfect counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Punch, counter punch. No rest for the weary. Right now the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot.
His legs have gone, got to get her hands up. It's survival instincts there. Get him up.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma. On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. Punch is beginning to take its toll. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. The uppercut, but did not score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma. Here we go. It's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
A lot of effort being exerted here. The courage on display here is incredible. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Uh-oh. Lomachenko goes down.
Oh, what? What a shot! What? Oh, my goodness!
can't do it. They want no more. So they will throw in the tap. Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now, first up we have young blood from the United States, Katie.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
The fans are ready. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. These punches coming from every angle. The left jab is landing at will. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You just see the nerves of a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Time they drop their guard, they get caught halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
She got clipped by that counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Beautiful counter punch. She wasn't ready for that counter. Right uppercut can't find a home. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurts.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. What do we expect to see here in round two? The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
counter shot. Back and forth they go. That hook was off target. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen it.
Do you believe this? Taylor is down.
Oh, what a shot! What? Oh, my goodness. 2, 3, 4. And you're okay.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough...
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
And there's the bell for round 3. She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The straight right just misses. They threw the hook. It didn't land. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are. Here we go to the 4th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard, it's like granite. She thinks her chin is like granite. Some people's are like glass. So she needs to be careful, because granite can turn to glass with just one more shot, one more. And then it's a mental thing more than anything else.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with the jab. This is a high-octane battle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This is the time that the trainer needs. Here's the bell to start round 5. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
She catches and counters. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Jab slightly off target. Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab doesn't find a home. She scores with that counter. That time counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity. Let's start the 6th. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. Good counter punching. Shot by her. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. Hold that thought! Are we about to see a first round knockout?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for somewhere else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
One punch can change anything when these two step in the ring. She can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter shot. Huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that. Here comes round 7. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And we may see an early stoppage here.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs are gone.
And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. What a punch. That counter shot lands. A.D. Taylor took a big shot. It has to go down.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
3, 4, and you continue.
So it's plan B time after B. And we enter the 8th round. Well, I think we can all agree that was not the best round for her. Let's see what kind of advice and strategy their corner goes with heading into this next round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
A perfect counter shot. Can't find a home with that jab. Lucky that hook didn't score. Good job stopping that uppercut. His stamina is off the charts. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Well, Johnny, it's a majority decision.